I'm Sister Rosalee Burke. I'm the Notre Dame sister. Our mother house is 84 blocks north of Dodge. We're right by the Mormon cemetery. I've been a sister for 50 years. I celebrated my 50th this past summer. Now I have a very different job. I do much more direct service now. I've been in positions where you enable other people to do things, but I now am the director of the Notre Dame Sisters Social Justice Ministry. And we have a committee of 17 people, and we are trying to be about being of service in areas where something isn't getting done, and where, because we're small, we can work with another organization and help things to happen that need to. So we found that one of the major obstacles to women who have been victims of domestic violence is that they didn't have the money to pay the first month's rent when they left the shelter, or they couldn't pay the utilities bill. So what we do is we now have agreements with 6 shelters in the Omaha area, and we will pay the first month's rent and pay for utilities of the women leaving the shelter if they have a job and if it looks like they're going to be successful. So we're very excited about that project, and the shelters are very excited to have another source of income. Some other things we do is trying to cut down violence, particularly gun violence in North Omaha. So we have a group of sisters who are on the first responders team, and we go to the prayer walks that they have for the areas, usually the day after someone has been killed in a shooting. We also are working with Blessed Sacrament Parish to do a program called Adopt a Block, and that's a program that shows that if you get to know your neighbor and you get concerned about your neighbor, and help to keep up the area, that it really cuts down on violence. So we're trying to do that at several locations at Blessed Sacrament. I can remember being in summer school in Harlan, and one of the sisters talked about how she was working with seniors in high school and they didn't know what they wanted to be. And I thought, my goodness, how could anybody be that old and not know what they wanted to be? But this day and age, it's pretty common for people not to know what they want to be when they are seniors in high school. But I think that it's important that people think about what God might be calling them to do early in life.